The end of Tesla is near, and it's going to happen at the hands of a company that cut ties with Tesla in 2017. Toyota is working on an engine that would change everything that we know about thermal combustion engines. And this engine is going to give heavy competition to high-price EVs. This engine has specs out of the charts, and it could revolutionize the whole car industry. Although EVs are getting better and better day by day, there are many who still rely on traditional cars. I mean cars with internal combustion engines. When there are so many people still going for these, there is a significant need for improvement, and that is what Toyota did. So what is this engine all about? Let's find out. Toyota is always working on its car engines, and the latest one from the Japanese company blows everything out of the water. What is the new engine released by Toyota and how powerful is it? Trust me, you would jump out of your bed when you will learn about Toyota's insanely powerful motor that changes everything. Toyota is one of the top car makers in the world, selling nearly 10.5 million cars last year despite the industry's struggle due to the COVID-19 pandemic and chip scarcity. So how come Toyota is one of the top car makers in the world? Despite the increasing competition, Toyota continues to produce high-quality vehicles, with models ranking among the top automobiles in almost every category. The company also produces a diverse range of vehicles, ensuring that everyone can find something they want with a Toyota or associated badge. In fact, few automakers can match Toyota in variety due to their high quality. Toyota vehicles have a high resale value, so you can buy a used Toyota and expect to get a good deal when you sell it later. You can also find spare parts for a Toyota car pretty easily. Your neighborhood mechanic would also have the spare parts for your Toyota car. By providing easy repairs and not making their customer wait for months, Toyota has earned the trust of millions of people. However, there is another reason why purchasers flock to Toyota's engine. Toyota has created best-in-class engines that the market will not soon forget as a result of its concentration on engine research and development. In 1934, the business produced its first engine, the Type A engine, 2 years before producing its first passenger automobile, the Toyota AA in 1936. In May 1934, Toyota began prototyping the cast elements used in the Model AA engine's cylinder blocks and pistons, which were based on sketches of the 1993 model Chevrolet sedan engine. On September 25, 1934, Toyota completed the first prototype engine. The parts manufactured in-house were limited to cast parts such as a cylinder head, cylinder block, and pistons, while parts from Chevrolet were used for the crankshaft, camshaft, valves, plugs, and electric components. However, when Toyota installed the prototype in a Chevrolet truck, the engine only produced 48 to 49 horsepower during a driving test, compared to the Chevrolet engine's output of 60 horsepower. Despite the meager beginnings, Toyota has developed into a master engine designer, as evidenced by the 1JZ GT Incline 6 engine's 320 horsepower and 315 pound-foot of torque. For more than 2 decades, the Mach 4 Supra owes its success to the 6-cylinder 2JZ GTE under its hood. The 2JZ's nearly indestructible character has been demonstrated in applications producing up to 2,000 horsepower. All of this is made possible by the brawn of a cast iron block, which means you might have up to 750 horsepower with only a few modifications. The 4AG Inline 4 rated at 112 horsepower and 97 pound-feet of torque was also produced by Toyota. This mill, partially based on Cosworth's iconic BDA series of engines, was one of the first fuel-injected 4-cylinder power plants to include a retwin Cam 16 belt configuration nearly 3 decades later after the market continues to support his classic 4-banger as much as ever. Toyota has a history of producing engines that can change the whole industry, and this is exactly what they did this time too. Toyota is stepping up its engine game with the launching of the Dynamic Force engine. This new engine is the thermal efficiency king. It's necessary to understand gasoline thermal efficiency to appreciate this new engine fully. This phrase refers to how much of the potential energy in gasoline is turned into power that can be used to move your vehicle. Now, I'm going to take you to the Engineering 101. It could be a little complicated to understand, but fear not, I'll explain it in the easiest way I can. Just try not to get lost. Internal combustion engines function by spraying gasoline into the cylinders in a fine mist in a mixture with the air, squeezing it into as small a space as possible, and lighting it with a spark. When it ignites, it expands and forces the piston back out with tremendous power. The pistons had rotated the crankshaft, which is linked to the transmission, which is linked to the driving shaft, which is linked to the wheels. Various elements and gears in between direct and manage the power, ensuring that the wheels turn at a speed that is not too rapid for the tires to handle. There is, however, a flaw in the system I just outlined. Because some of the power is lost to friction and surplus heat during combustion, the average gasoline combustion engine has a thermal efficiency of around 35%. Engineers have been working tirelessly for over a century to eliminate energy waste and convert as much of that energy in gasoline as possible into moving the car or powering your air conditioning. Toyota engineers examined at every stage of the engine cycle, looking for methods to make it more efficient in terms of gas savings and more efficient in converting that saved fuel into greater power, enhancing thermal efficiency. Toyota drew inspiration from Formula One, a sport where efficiency is king, to achieve high-speed combustion. The company adopted many technologies from racing automobiles. 3 improvements in particular assisted Toyota in achieving high-speed combustion and ensuring that the air-fuel mixture burns completely, producing more power in each combustion. One of the changes is the angle of the intake valve. The intake valve's angle and the form of the intake port direct the air-fuel mixture in a certain pattern within the cylinder, allowing it to burn more rapidly and evenly, resulting in greater power and less waste. Second, the laser-clad valve seats allow for optimum valve angle and airflow direction in the combustion changer, resulting in tumble flow. This more regulated swirl pattern evenly distributes the air-fuel mixture ahead of the compression phase. Third, a higher, narrower cylinder allows the igniting mixture to spread across the cylinder faster, resulting in a faster combustion moment and more force pushing the piston down, resulting in increased torque and efficiency. However, Toyota engineers did not stop there. Use additional tried-and-test methodologies to improve the thermal efficiency of the new dynamic force engines. Both direct and port injection are used in the Toyota D4S fuel injection system. The two systems work together during normal driving to produce more efficiency and smoother functioning, but when maximum power is required, only direct injection is used. Meanwhile, the pistons have a unique surface to reduce friction, and an electronic thermostat works in tandem with an electric water pump to maintain optimum temperature. All of these tactics add up to a world-best thermal efficiency of 41% in hybrid applications and 40% in gas-only vehicles, resulting in increased torque and power at any engine speed, as well as improved fuel efficiency and pollutants. Toyota's new dynamic force engine aids them in every possible in the efficiency competition. The 2-liter 4-cylinder engine is compatible with Toyota's new 6-speed manual transmission, which was created to meet global demands. The transmission is smaller and lighter than Toyota's present unit, and it has the potential to match revs. Toyota has fitted the dynamic force engine to the 2022 Toyota Camry, which produces 209 PS and 253 Nm. Now that we have explored how great a deal this engine is, let's get back to the question that I asked at the start of this video. How could this engine be the end of Tesla? Well, it just won't be the end of Tesla, but it could heavily impact every car maker. This engine is also being used in hybrid cars, making them more efficient, which is a good thing for us consumers. But now Toyota has set up a bar, and now every other company would have to try their best to match it. If they fail, then they would get sidetracked in this battle. Toyota has shown their straight flush now, and let's see what other companies have to beat this.